So the Cardano Summit has ended this past weekend. We're going to talk about a major partnership that I think is going to create a positive disturbance in the crypto force. We're going to talk about the recent pump in Cardano. And I also want to go into what actually we can expect ADA to be worth in the next bull cycle. Some people are saying $5. Some people are saying $25. I even heard up to $90. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm never going to tell you to buy, sell, hold any crypto project. Do your own due diligence and do your own research before getting involved in any crypto project. If you like any of the content I provide, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. It's a small click for you, but it's a big deal for me. So let's get to it. All right, so we're over here at CoinMarketCap, and right now we're at a little over 35 cents. It's dropping back just a little bit, but if we look at where we are over the past 7 days, it is up. Cardano, it was up. It just dropped like 17% in the past week and about 5% over this past weekend. Now, considering it was at 30 cents a week or so ago, this is something that I think I really don't expect to see Cardano drop a whole lot. If we were paying attention, and we all were, we noticed that even though a lot of the cryptos would go up drastically, or down drastically, I should say, Cardano pretty much was hovering around that 30 cent mark, 29, 30 cent mark, which is a great, in my personal opinion, a great buying opportunity. And I did. This is an amazing rise over this past 7 days. And as we can see over the past month, Cardano has taken what I really value as this slow and steady approach. Slow and steady wins the race. And everything that Cardano is building and developing over these past 2 years that we've been in this bear market, if you want an indicator of how strong a crypto project is, in my opinion, it's, are they continuing to develop even when the markets are tanking, even when things are low, even when things are just in this massive bear winter. Cardano has continued to develop, continued to roll things out. And to me, that is a signal of a very strong crypto. And as we look over at the market cap, we're around 12 billion. It's gone up, I think, about $1 billion in the past week or so in market cap. Now we're over here at Cointelegraph. Cardano price continues its rebound move in November, with ADA whales supporting the rally. On-chain data suggests. So we're seeing whales can now re-enter Cardano. The price of Cardano, ADA, has jumped 3.35% to 339. Now again, this was the 5th, and we're at 35 cents. On November 5th, its highest level in almost 4 months. The weekly performance for ADA price is nearly 17%, and we just looked at that ourselves, likely boosted by the 2-day Cardano Summit 2023 held from November 2nd to November 4th. The gains also come as part of an overall market rebound that started October 19th when Grayscale Investments refiled its Bitcoin ETF application with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Since then, ADA's price has risen by more than 40%. The ADA USD pair is also seeing tailwinds from several additional factors listed below. Cardano's recent price surge coincides with a notable rise in its whale transactions. Now, if you don't know what a whale is, that's someone who has a lot, probably millions of Cardano. So massive amounts coming into Cardano from big-time investors. The number of transactions exceeding 1 million in valuation rose to 1742 on November 4th, its highest since January 2022. According to on-chain data resource Sentiment, the surge occurred alongside a drop in ADA's daily active addresses. A persistent rise in Cardano's total value locked is another positive indicator, As of October 31st, Cardano's total value locked has reached a record high of 680.76 million ADA. According to data tracked by DeFi Llama, a high TVL indicates a healthy liquidity pool, which makes the underlying network attractive among investors seeing higher incentives and rewards. What that is saying in a nutshell, total value locked means they are in really good shape. It's like in reserves. This is the amount of money we have in reserves. We're not, if something happens, we're not just going to die, or we're not going to just rug pull. We're not just going to, implode and everyone's going to lose everything. So this is kind of an important factor. Now, I've always said this, that Cardano is a sleeping giant. A lot of people give it a lot of grief. A lot of people, you either love Cardano or you don't. I've been in Cardano since the spring of 2021. I've been dollar cost averaging ever since. I have not stopped. As a matter of fact, I bought some more ADA over this past weekend. I bought some more. Even though it's rising right now, this is still bare basement discount deals right now. I know a lot of people are saying, buy on the red candles, blah, blah, blah. Right now, ADA was at $3.10 at the height of the bull cycle. We're at 35 cents. So even if you buy now, this is still in my view, a really good time, a fantastic time to buy or to dollar cost average in. So even though it's low right now, I think that, again, it's got to be what is right for you. No one can tell you when to buy, how much to buy, when not to buy. That's up to you. But in my opinion, in my unfinancial advisor opinion, ADA is an amazing steal right now. So last week, as we talked about earlier in the video, the Cardano had their annual summit. And what came out of it was quite a few things, but one of which I think is a major milestone. Big news at the summit. Cardano announces a collaboration with Polkadot. Now, this I think is fantastic because now it's combining the Cardano communities, if you will, with Polkadot. I think whenever you get a collaboration of this magnitude with Cardano and Polkadot, I think only really good things are going to come out of this. This is also, in my opinion, why we're seeing a bump in the Cardano price point right now. Where could ADA be in the next bull cycle? How much could the tokens be worth? All right, guys, so we're going to focus on what's Cardano's true potential in the next bull cycle. I'm going to base all my calculations and all the numbers on a price point of 30 cents per token. Now, I know it's at 35 cents right now, but I want to go back a little bit more because that's kind of where we've started to really push. So I want to keep it kind of on an even number and make it a little bit easier. With the circulating supply of approximately 35 billion. It's a little bit higher than that, but again, just to keep it simplistic. So as we can see here, and we're going to start down here. So if Cardano were to reach $5, now again, the all-time high was around $3.10 back in November, October, September, in that time frame of 2021, they've had 2 years to develop more. So this is kind of where I'm also factoring that in as well. If Cardano were to reach $5, which I think is absolutely doable, it would equal to be about 15x. If we hit 15x, in my view, that's really good. Now, again, what this does for Cardano to hit a 15x or $5 per token, their market cap would have to be around $175 billion. Right now, it's around $12 billion. So that would be a huge jump up, but very easy to do. If we were to go to $10, okay, so now we're at a $10 price point. This becomes a 31x. Now, anything over 10x, it's a really good return on your investment. I think $5 will be the minimum, which is 15x. So you've already 5x more than what you can expect. Now we go to $10. This is a 31x increase. Now look what it does to the market cap, though. It jumps it from 175 billion to 350 billion as a market cap. Big jump, Still doable. Now we're skipping from $10 going all the way to $25. Now, if we look at this as an X, if you're X in your returns, a $25 per token price is a 78X at a $875 billion market cap. Now that's a huge market cap. I think that from here, right, this is between $5 to $10, I think is absolutely easy to do this bull cycle. Because if we expect this next bull market to be greater than any other crypto bull market we've experienced, that's why I think $5, piece of cake, easy. $10, maybe not as easy, but manageable. $25 for, now I'm talking about this next bull cycle. I'm not talking about the next one after that. I'm talking about this next one coming up. This, now we're pushing it, I think. I think $25 is a big deal, but that's 78X. That's 31X. That's 15X. So this gives you an idea to think about what would have to occur in order to hit these price points and what kind of a percentage or an X it would have to go for Cardano to reach these numbers. Let's actually give a little perspective here. So the bottom all time, 2 cents. Okay. All time high around $3. We're going worth $3. That was an equivalent of 150X gains. Okay. From start to into 2021. I know it's going to sound contradictory, but just hear me out. If this went from 0 or basically to 2 cents to $3, it was 150X, right? Okay. So remember up here, $25, 78X. We have had so much more accomplishments since the beginning of Cardano, since ADA first became into existence. This is kind of what we're going to be using here. All right. So this 150X from start to all-time high. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that we are at 30 cents at 150X. So basically we're recreating the amount that of an increase from the beginning to the last all-time high. What that would mean for Cardano would mean a $45 per token price. I know what you guys are thinking. Scott, you're crazy. There's no way Cardano can hit $45. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Just showing you that there's a precedent here. The precedent was 150X from here to here. Why do we want to limit ourselves and say it can never happen? In crypto, we never say never. So from 30 cents here, we times 150X, that's $45 per token. What that would mean, an increase, now here's the rub. The increase in market cap would be $1.57 trillion for Cardano. For one crypto project. Some of you are going to say, hey, there's no way this can do it. Some are going to say, no problem. Cardano's going to go to $125 or whatever it is. I hope you're right. And who knows what's going to happen. I'm basing this off of what we can possibly maybe expect in this next bull cycle for the price point of Cardano. I think $45 is extraordinarily, what's the word I'm looking for? Wishful thinking. Going from a 10 or right now as we speak, a $12 billion market cap to a $1.57 trillion market cap in one bull cycle. I don't think it's feasible this time around. I've even heard someone say that Cardano could do $90 in this next bull run. You would have to over double. You'd be talking about almost $3.5 trillion market cap for a $90 price for Cardano. Now that I think is totally unrealistic. I think that's like 10 years down the road. I think we come back up here and we take a look at $5. Yes. Easy $5. $10. Now again, you've already made 15x right here. You've made 15x off of your investment of Cardano. Again, depending on when you bought in. I'm assuming you bought in or at the 30 cent mark. If you've bought in earlier, or if you've bought in, at its high point, like $1.19 or $2, and now not so much. You're not going to see that kind of gains because you bought in at a high point. But if you've bought in and you figure out your average, you've been dollar cost averaging in, well then here you go. These are the numbers. So 15x, I would be extremely happy with that. I bought in. Now I'm not going to see that initially because my first initial investment, I bought in at $1.19. But ever since then, I've been DCing religiously. So, I'm probably going to see 12 in this price range, right? $10. Now, I'm thinking more between 5 to 10. I think in this range right here, I think is where we're going to see that sweet spot. $6, maybe $7. $10, that'd be phenomenal. That's a 31x. Because you figure, what's Bitcoin going to give you? 2x, right? What's Ethereum going to give you? 3x maybe, 4 if you're lucky. We're already talking at $5 at a 15x. Okay? And if we really skyrocket, if some amazing things happening and just everything is just, the stars are aligning and everything is just happening, boom, 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 right? $25, that's a 78x gain. In my view, $5 to $10 is more realistic. $25, I'd be jumping up and down, doing backflips that I can't do. And this down here, from a standpoint of, a $45 token, again, there's precedence at 150x. It's there. It's right there. I want to know what you think. Can Cardano hit $5? Can it hit 10? Can it hit 25? Can it hit $45 in this next bull run? I want to know. Everyone have a fantastic day. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps.